everyone, today I'm going to show you all of the journal pages that I made with the different sets of new releases of washi tape from ieebee. That's right, if you haven't seen the unboxing, check out last week's unboxing. I unboxed 3 washi tape sets from ieebee and I'm going to show you the projects that I made with them. Hopefully this will give you some inspiration for some things that you can do with washi tape, and of course there are many other amazing projects and things you can do with washi tape other than what I showed here today. And of course I'm starting with the awesome ancient Egyptian set that was called Desert Oath on the ieebee website. And remember, I have a 30% off discount code. Jesse Miller plus my affiliate link will get you 30% off any additional sale. So these new releases are already on sale. This code will stack with that to be 60% off the entire price. So like I said, if you missed the unboxing, make sure you catch it from last week. And I'm going to start by showing you my first double paged spread. Now, you know, I've called what I do, you know, collages a lot of the time, but really, I mean, yes, they are collages. These two, for example, they both kind of have a focal point, and this one is, they're both collage-like, but lots of people call this creative journaling. You might hear that term, or even aesthetic journaling. So this page on the right, I mostly used all of the washi tape from this amazing set. A lot of you like the patterns. I loved it too. I had a lot of fun with these. I can't believe I've made 2 whole pages and I haven't used the scarab washi tape yet. I still have some more ideas, but this one was really fun. Basically, the top and bottom is sort of symmetrical with the same tapes at the top and the bottom, all the way, these awesome camels, all the way down through these Egyptian scenes. And then this bird, it must be some type of symbol for them in the ancient Egypt times. The pyramid washi, I even have a little bit of that on there. I did use a background paper from my stash with all the hieroglyphics, but I cut out different sections of the washi tape to portray certain images. And then this piece here was in my stash. They're going up to a pharaoh or a king. Sorry, my ancient Egyptian history is not all that great, but you can just imagine that this is almost like inside a temple. At least that's what I was going for. Outside is the pyramids. You get there via camels, that kind of thing. Remember, we had that solid rose gold or regular gold strip. I have that along the edges here. And then I repeated the same pattern on the bottom. I got the birds in the center. I was able to actually tear the tape so I didn't, you know, I had some pieces that I didn't use, or I would put some of it back in to make it so the birds would line up in the center. Because if I just took it as is, I might not get the image that I want. And I did that with these two because these were so, these thicker ones really depicted a scene and I wanted certain images. So I hope that that came across there. And then I love these pyramids on this tape down here. That's so pretty. And this one was definitely more of the Walk Like an Egyptian. I know a lot of you have thought of that song. I have too, and don't worry, I am waiting to use it. But lots of walking and Egyptians in this one. Different washi tapes on the border, all from the same set. Again, every single washi tape here is from the set, and then there's some other things from my stash. I've got some symbols and the cats and the birds, a whole bunch of things depicted in this washi tape at the top. And again, with a bunch of standing Egyptians here, and going down both sides are these kind of symbols. It's got a lot of things in here, of course. And then the other thicker one that I didn't use, like this thicker one was more tan, and then this one was more white. So you can see those images again. And then the center there is something from my stash. Again, like surrounded by the rose gold or gold tape. And then I have more walking right here. They're maybe walking over to that page, helping them. We have some type of, not sure what she's doing, some Egyptian goddess, not sure. This came from a pet tape. All these images here, those 4, came from a pet tape that I have, along with these up here. And I did put in a scarab up there. Or actually, sorry, that's not a scarab. That is some other, what's a winged creature? Maybe the scarab has wings. It's a beat. I'm not sure. I didn't look into that much detail about the mythology yet. And then of course we have the centerpiece here with this, maybe he's a pharaoh getting help with his headdress from these other two, and everybody's just kind of assuming that walking position that's very famous because of the song. And so this is my 2-page spread, and like I said, I still have more ideas. I have lots of papers left and certainly lots of washi tape, but I used almost all of the 16 rolls, I have to say. Probably the only ones, like I said, I didn't use might have been the beetle, you know, and a couple of them here and there, but I think between the 2 pages I used almost all of them. So let me know what you think of these. Next, I'm going to show you the 2 pages that I made with the Starry Divination set. Remember, that was the cosmic set. It had lots of tarot cards. And again, just as a reminder, I don't practice tarot, but I do think the artwork can be very pretty on the cards, and I certainly showed that here. The tarot card washi tapes, a lot of them played with the sun and moon, and had a lot of, they had, you know, there were some planets too, but it was a lot of sun and moon type energy with this tarot set, so I thought I would do that. Again, all the washi tapes you see here are from ieebee and this box, and I did use some of my own background pages, but I really love how both of these turned out. They were fun to make with all the gold foil. My page here has gold foil too, and this has silver foil. But we'll start with the sunny side, and I did this first. I cut out each individual tarot card from the washi tape. So that did take some time, but I think it made a really nice effect. It kind of made it just like the cards were getting thrown in the air or they were falling down. And of course, those quotes that I pointed out in the unboxing, I wanted to put one of those up at the top. And it's just the first one that was on the roll, and it says, "Embrace the unknown with open heart and fearless spirit." And I've got some sun tape going up here, and I've got a lunar cycle kind of washi tape down here. And one of the tapes had this little heart. I cut the heart out. I think it was on a tarot card, just to put the heart in the palm of the hand. And yes, I did add 2 eyes to the sun. They had a 3rd eye washi tape, and I gave the sun some eyes like it's looking in. I thought about maybe doing 1/3 eye in the center, but then I thought this might be a little silly, but it might be a nice element. So I do want to show you the roll real quick that I used for these cards. So to cut out the colorful cards on the side here, I used this roll that you can tell just has a bunch of different colorful cards, tarot cards, and it got to be pretty easy, and that was a lot of fun. And on the left page, I did the same thing, but with 5 down the side, because they were smaller, and they were also all in gold foil, and these had a variety of images on them, so it's less sticking to the theme, but certainly was fun to play with cutting out the cards from the washi tape, just giving you an idea. You don't just always have to stick a washi tape on a border or a side. You can cut out images, kind of like I did with the Egyptian set as well. But you can cut out any images that you want from the washi tape. Now these I was just able to cut directly from the tape. Sometimes I do have to stick the tape onto an extra sheet of paper and then cut it out from there. All right, there's a sun and moon theme on this left side here. Like I said, the gold foil cards are in a whole bunch of a diagonal kind of row. I'll cut them all out. I thought silver, you know, the gold would look good on the blue, of course. And of course, there's some bright silver here. And I love this cosmic looking washi tape at the top. That was the one that I said could look like mountains, but it also had a moon. I thought that would be perfect for the top of the page. And then this kind of solar looking design at the bottom here would go well with the tan gold of these cards. And I took one of the bigger washi tapes that had a bigger card and put that one up here in the center. I didn't show you that tape today, but these were lots of fun. I mean, can't even really see all the images. Like here's a knight. I mean, if you're familiar with tarot, you could probably tell me more of these cards than I could. I know there's something with cups. You know, I remember some of the names. There's some type of floral design here. Let's see what else we have. There's like a queen. There's some type of queen up here, some type of moth creature. You know, there's just a whole bunch of different designs and varieties, but if you're not into tarot, you can tell it just makes a really nice celestial vibe. So I'm really happy with how these turned out. This set was very fun to use. Both sets so far, everything, all the washi tape stuck fine. You know, I didn't have any issues with it peeling away, and I think that's a benefit to using washi tape in a journal. You close it up, you put the band around the journal, and you know, it just doesn't go anywhere. But you can peel it off, of course, if you need to re-stick it, you know, to stick it somewhere else. That's one of the great things about washi tape. So I had a lot of fun making all of these pages so far. These first 4, I mean, really all of them. The next one you'll see as well. You'll see why I had fun with the next one. All right, now I'm going to show you the page I made from the Candy Palette washi tape set. And this had, let's see, 42 rolls of washi tape in here. And if you remember from the unboxing, there was a bunch of different designs. I kind of suggested that this could be a set that's used all year. Use it in your planners, use it in just a variety of spreads, but it definitely had some some minor themes of maybe a party theme or music, some things like that. I think this would be fun to decorate. Maybe party invitations for a birthday or birthday cards. There were lots of bold colors and bright things like that. So for the first page, I do want to make a second page over here, but I made a music inspired page, more like a DJ. I was going for disco, but it didn't all work out to be the correct decade, because but this is an example of using the washi tape as a border. This is all disco balls, all of that same disco ball washi tape for the border. I love how colorful this is. This makes it look fun. You know, I have pictured kind of being in a club. She's clearly the DJ, and I used some stickers actually from my stash, and kind of had this sticker literally look like music, like levels, you know, going up and down from the speakers that are right here. So I had this washi tape. This to just kind of indicate like strobe lights or something. It's almost like a dance club, basically. The sticker here had more lights. I love these stickers, just fit really well with these washi tape. I had another washi tape that depicted karaoke. This pattern was also in this amazing Candy Palette box. So it's got microphones, music notes, a whole bunch of little things, stars in there. The stars have gold foil, and of course, there was another washi tape that had all cassette players. If you guys remember back in the day, cassette players. So I just decided to cut each individual cassette out like I did with the tarot cards and make individual cassette tapes and just put them in basically wherever I had holes. And I kind of like that I didn't put a background page on this, and there is some white. That is also another difference between creative journaling versus collage journaling. Collages, you usually try to cover the whole background. And there was a sunglass washi tape as well, and I thought it would be fun to put some up here with her. She was already wearing some, but obviously some colored sunglasses would be lots of fun in this scene. And also, I will show you this washi tape in a minute, but this colorful one that I said I loved in that unboxing of all the different colors, I did put that on another blank sheet of paper and then put the sticker on top and then cut out a square. So she is in this just whole menagerie of colors, for lack of a better word. She's right in there. I thought it was fun to kind of put the sticker on this page, and then I glued it to the journal. So this is actually washi tape, but it's already glued to another sheet of paper. And I had a lot of fun with this page. I really love, you know, I've got a karaoke set down here with a microphone. You of course read the lyrics, there's speakers, there's a record sticker here with the music notes. And this was a lot of fun to do. I really enjoyed it, and I really want to do a lot more music pages. I have another idea for another music page over here. It may or may not feature as much of the same washi. Unfortunately, those were the only washi tapes from this set that were music related. But if I can get it 80s style, I might do something more with colors, but I'm not sure, so I haven't made it yet, but it is on the to-do, an idea that I have. But it's also involving the sticker book that doesn't exactly, that's not from ieebee, but I think it'll look nice together. So I am leaving that page for now open, and I'm excited to see what else I can make with these. Of course, I mean, there's just so many options, but the music theme was a lot of fun. All right, I did say I was going to show you the colorful one that I used to put behind the DJ here, and it was just this, it looked like it's painted or something, just blotches of all colors, and it's so pretty, and I really enjoyed using this one. I thought it would be a fun background for her, and with the colors of the disco balls, I thought it just really stood out. So I'm really happy with this page too. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Alright, so those are the pages I made so far with the 3 new sets of washi tape that I unboxed last week. Now this is also still a new release, but I'm not sure how much longer it's still going to be a new release, so I want to show you while I can. This is called the MellowWonder, and I unboxed this in a short. So if you haven't seen it, the short has this box on the thumbnail. You can go check that out. And it's got a bunch, I love these muted yet beautiful colors. And I swatched some of them in the unboxing, but the ones I didn't do were all the fruit. And I specifically kept them out for a reason, like here, because you'll see in a minute in this another 2-pager that I made. So there's cherries, there's oranges here, there's a smaller apple right here, very skinny. There are strawberries right here in this thicker one, and then there's a super thin strawberry one up here. Now, of course, you can see there's tons of other colors. I have more ideas to do with these as well. I didn't swatch the fruit on purpose because I made a 2-page spread showing the washi tape, the fruit washi tape. So all the fruits. This is basically, I mean, I might call it apples and oranges. I tried to keep this page pretty much apples. There's some cherries mixed in, and then this page of course is more of a mix of fruit but does include oranges, like the saying, you know, comparing apples and oranges. So that was my inspiration here, and basically just summer fruits everywhere. So I also showed this, I know, at least on Instagram, I can't remember, and I think I did a short as well on YouTube, but I wanted to show you guys. While this set is still hopefully on 30% off, you can stack my code and get the MellowWonder for 60% off if you're interested in this one. So I basically did frames with the different washi. We got the strawberry orange up here, cherries down the side, and then orange and strawberry down here. And I had a lemon page background. Some of these things are from my stash and other places. You might recognize that lemon tree. And I had some stickers from just in my stash as well. But you could obviously cut out the cherries. Originally over here, I did cut out individual cherries from the washi tape, and then I alternated them with some stickers that I had of apples, and then also used the apples. Both pages contain, this one side has cherries. I did diagonal down across, kind of like a star, and then I had things in different sections. I did that over here as well with the strawberries. On this page, I'll insert it right now. I took a picture of what it looked like before I added everything onto the top. So you can see the star, and where all the washi tape meet in the center. I tried to keep that open on both of the pages. It's a little behind the leaf on this one. But I also had, this was actually a cute little watermelon post-it note that I had. I just glued in there. I think I prefer this page to this one, but they're both pretty and unique. I actually had apple background paper for this. So the apples and cherries, this is a branch from an apple tree, an apple here, some apple slices, and of course some fruit stickers here, and along the bottom I did different stickers alternating here just to make it fun. So lots of apples and cherries, just red things, harvest, fruit, summer, everything, colors. It was a lot of fun to use a lot of the fruit washi tape, and I really love the colors in this box of all the patterns as well. You can tell it's muted, and it's really nice. These were fun to make too, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew this was also a new release. But like I said, as of the day I'm filming, it's still on sale. All of the new releases I covered today are still on sale. The MellowWonder washi tape set was the oldest of the new releases, so this was probably the one that would lose the sale first. So I just wanted to give you guys that heads up and show you a bunch of my creations. This is probably the quickest I've ever gone through pages other than doing YouTube shorts. But thank you so much, ieebee, for sending me all of these awesome washi tapes. Let me know if you have a favorite page I made. You know, there were two pages from the Egyptian set in the beginning of this video, 2 pages from the Starry Divination, 1 page so far from the Candy Palette, and then 2 pages from MellowWonder. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're still hanging out with me in the premiere, thank you so much. Regardless, either way, give this video a like if you would, a thumbs up. It helps me and helps my channel. Don't forget that comment. And now I am posting shorts on most Thursday nights, so feel free to look out for those. In the short section of YouTube, you might see some unboxings like this unboxing of the MellowWonder washi tape that was not in a long form video. So I'm using shorts to either just kind of complement my content or to advertise content, but you know, a variety of things that we use shorts for. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye.